Today, I am transforming Dollar Tree finds into high-end spring decor. Some were literally pennies. Others are still Dollar Tree steals. But all are budget-friendly and beautiful. Hi, I'm Loli. Let's create something beautiful and find a little joy along the way. For this project, we'll be using this piece from Dollar Tree for 25 cents and also this one from Dollar Tree, also 25 cents, and 2 planters. We're going to go ahead and remove the tag using a little bit of heat and a scraper from Dollar Tree. There was some sticky residue left behind, so I'm going to go ahead and sand that right off. Now that everything is prepped, we're going to take some of these tumbling tower blocks. I got these from Dollar Tree as well. And I'm going to take some 10-minute Loctite wood glue and attach the tumbling tower blocks to the back of each one of these pieces. I am adding the glue on here and positioning my tumbling tower block with the longer one towards the actual piece. I just wanted to make them stand up, so I'm just holding them in place there, making sure that it's even in the bottom and they stand up straight. I did that with all 4 pieces. While those were drying, I'm going to take the long piece right here, and I'm going to paint it with 2 coats of moss from Waverly. Once that is drying, I'm going to take the houses and paint it with Rust-Oleum linen white chalk paint. And I'm going to take 2 of these little planters and paint them with Rust-Oleum linen white chalk paint as well. Once everything was dry, you're going to take this tissue paper from Dollar Tree, and I'm going to add them to the houses. But to do that, I'm going to take some Mod Podge and add it to all of the houses. I'm going to do somewhat of a thick coat, and I'm going to let the Mod Podge dry. Next, I took the tissue paper and placed it over the houses. Then I took a piece of parchment paper and put it over that. And with my heat press, I began to rub it on. And this, what it does is activates the Mod Podge and it makes the tissue paper adhere to the surface underneath. And I'm using the parchment paper over it to avoid burning or tearing the tissue paper. And I did that until I had the tissue paper attached to all 4 pieces, and then took my zip sander and sanded off all of the excess from all of the edges of all 4 pieces. To remove the excess paper from the inside here from the letters, I'm just going to use my X-Acto knife and do it very close to where the wood is and remove the paper from there. It gives you a pretty much of a clean finish, but I did have to come back after with a little emery board and then just sand off any edges that did not come off. Here, the secret is to keep your paper nice and taut and use a blade that is pretty sharp. And repeated this with all these pieces. Now we are going to put this together. I'm going to put my pieces, you see they are standing up, and these right here in the middle, the planters on the side. I was trying to put them, but these kept falling. I'm like, okay, I got it this time. Okay, this is good. Oh. I don't know, guys. I said, what the heck with it? Let's start with the planters first and then space out the middle. So this is what I did. So I'm going to go ahead and put them back on there. And I wanted to make sure that they was centered and that the spaces in between them were pretty equal as well. You can go ahead and measure if you like. I am a eyeball kind of girl. So I was happy with it at this point. So I took some Tide Bond quick and actually, no, I took some Loctite wood glue for this part, added it to my tumbling tower block, and then positioned it right here. It's nice and thick, so it actually kept this piece from falling. I didn't have to put any pressure on it. And I just kept doing that until I did all 4 pieces, making sure that I keep the spacing exactly as I had it. And then once I had those there, we're going to move over or move on to our planters. And for that, I use some Tide Bond quick and thick at the bottom here. I spread it around with my finger a little bit just to avoid any glue from seeping from the edges, and also so I had a nice adhesion all the way on the bottom of the planter. And what I did to this side right here, making sure that it's exactly where I want it again, I did to the other side as well. I let it sit for about 10 minutes to dry because they both take about 10 minutes to dry. Then I took some floral foam and glued it to the bottom of each one of my planters. Then I took 2 picks from Dollar Tree. I got them at $1.25 before they raised to $1.75. We added 1 pick to each one of the planters. And the love word was just blending too much here, so I took some antique wax and distressed all of it. And this was the perfect touch. This is the end of this DIY. Please don't forget to let me know in the comment section what do you think about this one. For this one, we will be using this frame that we got from Dollar Tree for $1, this word also for $1, and this gift bag that we got from Dollar Tree for $1.25. First, we're going to try to make this word not be so lopsided like it was. I don't know how it got bent like that. It wasn't like that when I bought it, so I'm wondering, since it was sitting in a bag for a little while, it was not flat any longer. So I just taken my heat gun and pressing it down to relax the wood a little bit and make it straight again. And this works like a charm. I did crack it a little bit here, but it's okay. I'm going to take a little bit of lightweight spackle that I got from Dollar Tree and just put it right over that crack. Then we're going to remove all of the backing from this piece right here. We will not be using that paper that it came with or that little clothespin. So I'm going to put that to the side for other DIYs in the future. But I will be using this piece right here to just tell me exactly where I need to cut off. I'm going to use this bag as the background. So I just placed it on there and marked it with a pen and cut off the piece. We had the area here that had the hanger to worry about. I'm just going to head and cut that piece off. We will have a small section that you can see some of the holes, but don't you worry, we're going to fix that later on. I am saving the hanger intact because I'll be using it for this project. Right here you can see the little holes. You see them? So what I did is I took a little piece from the leftover pieces that I cut off, and I'm making sure that I'm doing a piece that will match the background that has a missing piece. And then I flipped it over, put some glue in the back on here, and stick the piece backwards, but making sure that that color that I want the other side to show is right exactly in that hole position. And I did the same thing with this other piece as well. And then when you place this on your piece, you will never tell that there was a hole there, especially in how busy this background is. Now we're going to reposition that into the frame, reposition the back as well. Go ahead and take our word, and it's going to go right here at the center. I was thinking about leaving it in that color, but then I decided that I wanted to paint it gray, so I did so. Dried it up with my heat gun because I'm so impatient. And then took some hot glue, placed it in the back of it, and positioned my sign right there on the center. Then I took the bag handle, and that's going to be a hanger for this piece. I'm just going to position it right here on the back, add a little bit of hot glue right underneath of it where the cardboard is, and position the ribbon right on there, making sure that the pretty side will be shown in the front of this piece. And I did the same thing with the other side as well. And that is it. Let me know what you think. All right, friends, today's video is part of the Talented Creators collaboration that we host on the third Saturday of each month. My friend Aurea from DIY with Aurea and me. And this month we have the privilege of having the amazing Buffy from Buffy Designs. This month the theme is Creator's Choice. The links to our channels and to the playlist will be linked in the description box below. So make sure to head on over and show everyone some love. Don't even blink for this one. It's a quick and easy one. This is another 25-cent piece from Dollar Tree. We're going to remove that packaging from it and go ahead and clean it. If you see here, we had some areas that was scratched and dirty. So I'm just taking one of those cleaner wipes from Dollar Tree, and it was enough to clean the front. The back, guys, that was a different story. This one, I turned it and I scrubbed, and that did not come off. So plan B, I took my zip sander and I just started scoring the whole piece. We are going to make this a happy mistake. Well, not really a mistake. We're going to plan B, okay? We're gonna turn this into some brush metal. So I'm just going in circular motions using I think it's 120 grit sandpaper. And I went all the way around in small sections to give that brush metal effect to the entire piece. Then I took one of these magnets from Dollar Tree and we're going to clip a little note piece right there, and you have a perfect reversible piece. You have notes on this side and a beautiful sign on the other. This looked great the way it is, but I wanted to add some florals to it. So I took some of this pick that I got from Dollar Tree. I'm cutting 2 pieces, very short, and I'm going to create a small swag, putting them here at the top. I played around with them until I was happy how it looked like. Then I held them in place and lifted up and added a nice dollop of hot glue right there at the center and repositioned my piece on there, being very careful not to burn my fingers in the process. Then here, this little piece was kind of sticking out of place, so I just added a little bit of hot glue between the 2 pieces of greenery and held it till it dried. Then I took some of these florals that I got from Dollar Tree as well, removed them from the stems, and we are going to glue them here to cover up the hot glue we had on there. We're going to glue them close to each other so they will kind of lift each other up, and I did 3 of them on each side. So exactly what I did to this side right here, I did to the other one. Friend, if you're enjoying this video so far, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. And here they are. This is the piece where you can do the notes and the other piece. Let me know in the comment sections, what do you think? This project was inspired by this photo frame for $89 that I got from this website. I will be using this photo frame from Dollar Tree for $1.25, which is the same size and is velvet as well. This cardstock for 25 cents and this new decor piece from Dollar Tree. I'm going to deconstruct my picture frame, and we will be removing the paper and the glass. We will not be using it for this project. I took the back and I placed it over the corner of my cardstock and just traced it out. Then we're going to go ahead and cut off that section. Then I'm going to take the cardstock and add it onto the picture frame as you see there, then reposition the back end. I started thinking that I was going to use this piece right here. I was trying to remove the flower, but I said before I do that, let me just check to make sure that it will fit. And it was a little bit too big, so I decided to use this one instead. I heat up the entire surface with my heat gun and then use my scraper to pry it off. But it broke in 3 places, but it's okay. I just took some Tide Bond and glued it all back together. And you can see they're all wobbly. At this point, I decided, you know what, let's see what it looks like in the actual picture frame. Once I position it here, I put it on backwards and I'm like, ooh, I like how that color looks against that frame. So I decided, you know what, let's do some distress it to the front of this. So I took some of my antique wax in a small brush and using very little of it, I dry brushed it all on the white, making sure to remove any stark white areas so it will look more rustic and it will fit more on the background. This section here, you can see that I have glued it. So I took some thick white Rust-Oleum Linen white chalk paint and covered up those sections. Then I came back in with a little bit of antique wax in the same brush and blended it in, and you can never tell that this piece was broken. Now we're going to distress it a little bit more, and then we're going to go ahead and attach this to our frame. And to do that, I will be using some Tide Bond Quick and Thick. Friends, if you're enjoying this video so far, please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you're notified each time that I upload a new video. All these things are free and they mean the world to me. And please let me know in the comment section, where are you watching from? I love to know how far my videos are reaching. Thank you so much. I hope you're enjoying the project. All right, now we're going to place it carefully down, trying to make it centered. And it's quite easy because this fits perfectly in that 4x6 space. And that is it for this one. Let me know in the comment section, what do you think about this project? I love it. All right, friends, for this one, we'll be using this sign from the Dollar Tree and some of these stickers from Dollar Tree. Right now, as of the taping of this video, these are 25 cents at your local Dollar Tree. I took 3 packets because I'll be using the bigger of the houses for this. If you notice, these packages, one have the largest having 4 windows, and some have the largest having 6 windows. So I'm going to open up 2 packages of ones that have 4 windows and one of the packages that have 6 windows. I took the ones with the 4 windows and I went to put them in the ends. And now I'm taking this one that has the house with the 6 windows, and I'm going to remove the sticker that comes in the back of it. And I'm just placing it here for now. And I'm just doing this. I'm not going to just use the glue from this. It's not strong enough. But before I committed to anything, I wanted to place these exactly where I wanted them, just in case I needed to move things around. So I'm using 3 different packages, and I'm using only the large houses on each package. 2 of the houses with 4 windows and 1 with 6 windows. I'm placing the middle one, the largest one in the middle, and the other 2 on the sides, trying to space them out equally. Then I took my Tide Bond Quick and Take, and I'm adding it here onto the surface of the vase. If you notice, I'm sticking these right above the bottom windows. That way you can see the holes on the back of it. And I did that with all 3. This is just because the glue that was holding these are not strong enough to hold this permanently. So the Quick and Take is going to take care of that. And the glue that it has already is going to just hold it in place until the Quick and Take dries. Once I had all 3 of these pieces adhere with my Quick and Take, I'm going to let that dry for 15 minutes. That's usually how long it takes, 10 to 15 minutes for it to dry. And then I'm going to take some of this spray paint from Kryolan. I'm going to give him 2 coats. These houses come with a film over there because they have like a mirror effect. So this effect is after spray painting the film, and I liked it. So now we're going to take some of these battery operated tea light candles from Dollar Tree. I'm taking 2 of those and putting them in the back of the smaller houses. And I'm using one of the boarded ones that look just like the other 2. And I'm placing it in the middle house. And that is it for this project. Please let me know in the comment section, what do you think about this one? What do you think about that beautiful finish? Look at it. And you can always also remove the packaging to have the mirrors. Let me know what you think. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed today's episode, here are a couple more videos you are sure to enjoy. Thank you so much for stopping by. You're amazing. Bye.